This video continues the video on client-side JavaScript events, and we've been discussing how you can define events that put up messages while the grid is doing a search or a sort. Let's just quickly take a quick look at some of the other types of events over here and discuss how you could use them. One very powerful event is the ability to do client-side data validation before anything is sent back to the server. So you can see here, if I just go here and type in submit, you can see, for example, here is a can row submit event, and this is going to fire when the user tries to commit a row in the grid. And if this event returns false, then the data will not even be submitted to the server. So you can do a great deal of client-side data validation using your own JavaScript code and lighten the load on the server by doing as much validation as possible on the client. If the can row submit event, for example, were to detect that an error has taken place, it would do return false, and then your goal would then be to put error messages on the screen. And you can use all the same methods that the Alpha 5 grid itself uses to put up messages. And in order to help you write that JavaScript code, you can see over here, if I click the insert grid method hyperlink, I get to see all of the methods of the grid object that have been exposed to the developer. And in this case, what I want to do is set an error. So I'll just go here and type in set error, and you can see here basically that there's a function called set error, which basically puts the standard error messages on the screen. And to get more help on that method, on the set errors method, I can press the button over here and see the syntax for how I might write my own set errors method. So the client-side events can be used to set values in the grid using standard JavaScript commands. That can be used to do data validation, can be used to do a whole array of things that customize the behavior and the appearance of the grid. And I think you'll find that having access to these events adds a great deal of programmability to your grid components.